Ah,
There we are. What's up, everybody? It is Saturday night. It is time to talk some monster movies.
Absolutely.
Tonight, we're going to be talking The Mummy, which we should probably start.
Yeah.
The 1999 Mummy, of course, the one with Brendan Fraser. We've already done the original.
We have.
We will get to the 2017 Mummy at some point.
Do we have to?
I think it's going to be a drunken watch along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we can tear it up and shit on it. Yeah, I hope we're going out smoothly here.
I would assume we are. We have been.
Yeah.
Everything's been nice.
Yeah.
Goddamn new PC. So good.
We have upgraded technologically yet again, in that we now have sound effects.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I gotta get back in the groove of like hitting these now. Oh shit.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Hit another one of those. Don't talk in your mic though. All right, they're not getting picked up on Reaper.
So it's not gonna be on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure we could figure out how to do that, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll have to be like another like track.
We would set it up as an input.
Yeah.
We can do it.
This is a growing experience, everybody. We learn and grow in real time. You can watch it here.
Yes.
On the show every week. Yeah, we're talking The Mummy. I don't want to say the good one. I mean, like the other one has an argument for it being the good one, but this is probably the favorite one. I'm gonna say
It's like currently the most popular one, I would say.
Yeah.
Though I got to tell you, I mean, it's a good movie. I don't want to take anything away from it.
Yeah.
I found myself going on my phone so many fucking times during this movie.
I did, but I think only out of like familiarity because I've seen this so many times.
I think that's it too. I've seen it so many times, and I mean, it's just. I don't want to say it's just because it is an exquisite movie, and look at those physics right there.
Those are some beautiful physics, man.
It's a very familiar movie, I think is what it is. So I don't have to like really watch it. I can just kind of have it on and hear it, and I know what's happening. And it's a very good like action adventure movie. But I don't think it's not as good for me as like the original Mummy was.
Yeah.
Which sounds really pretentious because that was like it's a super old movie. It's black and white. It's the artistic thing to say. But like it's much more of a horror movie, which is more my thing. And this has got some horror to it, but it's
all right, spam chat. Excellent.
Sweet. I don't know. It's good. I like it.
No, I know where you're like. I know this is more of an adventure movie than a horror movie, but there are horror elements to it for sure.
Yeah.
I know. I prefer this one to the original one. This is much more digestible. This is like.
Oh, it is a super palatable movie.
Yeah. It is at once like an homage, but also like I think it stands on its own too. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I love the character of Rick. I mean, like even the look of him. Like when you think adventurer, Like
Oh, yeah.
that's the dude you picture, like the
Yeah.
the bandoleros with like the two guns.
The two guns is cool.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like this movie is cool. It's fucking rad.
Yeah.
It's hard to pay attention to after like 5 viewings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not because there's something wrong with it. Like it does have some things that are wrong with it, but it's not a bad movie. It's just I've seen it.
Yeah, it's
And
familiar.
I've seen it in other movies too. Like, I've seen Indiana Jones a million times. This is just Egyptian Indiana Jones with a mummy.
Yeah.
It's all right. I like it. I'm not. I'm not gonna say this is a bad movie at all. Like, because I do like it. But the things that it does really well, it does really, really well.
Yeah.
Where it falls flat, it's pretty fucking flat.
Yeah. Can we boot this?
What? Oh, just fucking ignore it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I know there are definitely some cracks in this. Like I really, really do love this movie, but perfect example right here, man. This is some 90s ass CGI.
It really is.
And then like, I mean, not to throw this movie in with its sequel, but like The Mummy 2 has one of the notoriously worst CGI scenes in movie history.
Is that the one? It's the rock.
The rock, yeah, the scorpion rock at the end.
And that is for a reason. Like that was underfunded and like the last minute when they had to do it. Which I understand from a technical standpoint, but like as a filmmaker, you gotta know when to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
With this one, the CGI is not strong.
Yeah,
and
no.
What's fucked up is that this was ILM.
Was it really?
Yeah. And it's not good.
Yeah, this is supposed to be top of the line. Like, this is the same year they're doing The Phantom Menace, and like those special effects are light years ahead of this. You know, not to pun.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I am like 85% sure this was ILM.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
But I love the production value of this movie. The sets, like this whole Egyptian like scene in the beginning.
Yeah.
There are multiple scenes in this movie that are like giant sweeping like battles with like hundreds of extras and like
it's an epic.
Yeah, and like those are things you're not gonna see, and like you're again not to be old man yells at cloud here, but like you won't see in a modern movie just because of like technical things, like because of COVID and stuff. You're not gonna have like hundreds of people just hanging out on a set.
Yeah,
and like a lot of those scenes are gonna be how they do like The Mandalorian, where you're on a soundstage surrounded by a 4K like giant screen.
Well, I mean they will do it from time to time, but it's got to be like a known property. It's got to have shitloads of funding. Like you can find it, but it's a rare instance.
Yeah,
where it used to be fairly common. Like you would have these giant sweeping epic movies. They just don't really do them anymore. Like the closest we've had lately is Dune.
Yeah. But even that doesn't have like these scenes with like hundreds of people in them. Like
not people, but you do have these like gigantic epic scenes.
Yeah.
But how much of that is CG?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not real anymore.
Like, I mean, this is a lot of CG probably, like that giant crowd, but like there's still probably 100, 200 people out there. Like,
yeah,
Yep. Like, look at that. Those are all people.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. Like, this really isn't that long ago.
No, this is
24 years
ago. Yeah. That
Wait,
feels horrible.
Yeah, that. On second thought, that was a while ago. That's like when this came out, they would have been talking about movies from the 70s.
What? Yeah, for frame of reference, when this came out, this is like them talking about Star Wars and like A New Hope coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
No, it's even worse than that.
It's worse than that.
It'd be 75.
Ugh.
Oh God.
That's what, Exorcist?
Godfather 2 was what, 74?
I think so.
Oh God. Ugh. Oh, damn it.
When did we get this old?
It sneaks up on you. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey man, you remember Thundercats? That was great.
Yeah, the CGI in this is not
It's
great.
questionable at best.
They
And you know what sucks is they put a lot of their funding into that.
Yeah. I mean, like there's some like okay, like I could see where you need it, like the mummies, like the with the swords and the shields, like towards the end, like the soldier ones, like all right, like
Yeah.
you know when they're screaming and their mouths are wide open, all right, that's got to be CGI. But like every now and again, you'll see a shot of like one of those mummy like soldiers, like that is a real person in a suit, and like it looks so much better,
Yeah.
than the fucking CGI.
I will take a shaky suit over decent CGI
Yeah, and like,
anytime.
it holds up in the long run. I think a guy in a suit
does.
holds up much, much longer than like CGI will because the technology dates itself.
Yeah. I mean, like, you watch a movie from the 80s, and it's all practical because they didn't have CGI. Like, it was the basics of CGI.
Yeah,
They hold up so much better. Like, and you can go, like, oh, that's obviously a dude in makeup. But, like, if the makeup is good,
yeah.
like Rick Baker good,
Who gives a shit? Yeah.
yeah. It's gonna pass muster like way more than any kind of CGI.
For the longest time, I thought this dude was John Kassir, the guy Benny.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Benny?
the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Not him.
No,
Not him.
no. Nope. Yeah, but like this whole intro action scene is great.
Yeah,
I love it. Like, but also, it's nothing new. Like I've seen high adventure action movies a million times. So
yeah. I get that, but also you don't see it done well often. You see it knocked off again and again and again cheaply,
yeah.
but you don't see it done to this level. Like,
Yeah. I see your point.
there are like bits and pieces of this like I can do without, like the popcorny movie, like parts of it, like
Yeah.
the scene coming up with Evie in the library is just dumb. Like when she's on the ladder, like like kind of balancing, like all
Yeah.
right, like
Yeah.
I get it, like she's a goof, like kind of a klutz, like all right, but like we don't need a cartoonish like fucking scene like that.
No.
What there was a couple other like kind of like goofy things that just like
There's tons of it's sprinkled through the whole movie.
yeah.
And it's sounding like I'm shitting on this movie, but I'm really not trying to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to like express that when I saw this the first time, I was absolutely impressed by it.
Yeah. And again, that's 1999.
Yeah, the fifth time I saw it, it's just old hat. Like there's nothing. I'm not finding anything new in it, and a great movie for me, like I'm finding something new every time I watch it.
Yeah.
This is good, but it's very. You get what you get.
Yeah, it's a popcorn movie. There's
Yeah.
not much depth to it. Like
Right.
everything's out there.
Mm-hmm. But now that I've seen the original Mummy, I'm finding a little more in it. I'm finding more references to the original source material.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the main like guy there with the tattoos on his face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was the name.
The Magi is the name of the warriors.
That's them.
Yeah.
But he has the name that the Mummy had as his like alter ego.
Yeah.
In the first one.
It is almost
What the
as
hell
if
is it?
we have an internet
Oh
movie
God, I can do it.
database at our disposal.
His name is. Oh God, it's Death by Ra, but switched around. Ardith Bay.
Ardith Bay. Yeah. Yeah, Death by Ra.
Yep. So like they reused that name.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Did we have something up on this middle screen?
Yeah, we had our stream up. There
oh
it
yeah,
is.
that's right.
Yeah.
staring at our mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is the Evie scene. Like, all right.
I've got trivia about this scene.
Oh,
I
okay.
sure do. Yep. Yeah, I mean it's a lot. It doesn't need to be this extravagant. But I guess because you had a lot of serious in those opening scenes, they want you to like hey, this is still kind of a lighthearted adventure.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost got that Errol Flynn kind of flavor to it. I mean, this bites Indiana Jones so hard.
Big time, yeah.
Like,
But you know what? I'll say this is a better Indiana Jones movie than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
yeah, yep,
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. It's not even close. I went and saw Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in theater, and I was so mad.
Yep, me
Yeah.
too.
It was like,
What the fuck is this?
yeah. I was glad that they brought back the travel dotted line map scene.
Yeah.
That was about it, though.
I will say, like, and I know I'm going to be let down. Like, I'm excited for the new one. I think it looks good.
It looks like a fucking mess.
The whole, like, 2-time things, like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a way you can pull it off. Like, I'm willing to have faith. Like, they know they're in the fucking hole here.
Well, yeah.
And, like, I think you have James Mangold directing. He's got a fucking pretty good track record.
What has he done?
Fucking Logan.
Oh, okay.
There's something else I'm forgetting too. He's done a couple of good movies.
Yeah. No, Logan was awesome.
Yeah. So I think I'm holding out faith this is going to be good.
I'm not. I'm gonna see it.
Oh, I'm definitely going to see it.
I'm definitely gonna see it. But Jesus Christ, I'm not really looking forward to it.
Let's see. What else is there to say about this?
I mean, there's quite a lot to say about it.
Yeah, I like the action scenes. I think are like especially the boat scene. I think is a fucking amazing action set piece.
This really does set the bar high for action adventure.
Yeah,
Just the sheer quality of it. But again, like they're not doing anything new. Like it's all kind of stuff you've seen before, but it's a slight improvement on all of it.
yeah. Like I said, it's an homage to a lot of a lot of older movies. To
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, obviously to the original Mummy.
Yeah,
Like the serial adventures.
yeah, you've got that like kind of Jason and the Argonauts kind of thing going on. You've got some of that like oh Jesus Christ. What the hell was his name? You know, like the
Frank.
Yep, Frank.
Yeah.
What the hell was it? It was like a 1930s kind of like desert adventure movie.
Oh, not Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
Oh, Lawrence
Yep,
of Arabia.
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one. Yep. It's got some of that flavor to
Yeah,
it.
It was the 60s, but all right.
Was
Or
it
maybe
the 60s?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, because it was in color.
Yeah.
Yep. But Wizard of Oz was in color, and that was in the fucking 30s, right?
Yeah. Touche.
Yeah.
I'm still saying it was the 60s.
Whatever.
50s at the earliest.
I don't care. All right. But yeah, like you can trace this movie's roots like directly.
Yeah.
But
But again, you have to put this in
it does have its own flavor.
like in the mindset of the time also. Like in 1999, our last dose of this is probably Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And that was, 9 years earlier.
Last Crusade?
Yeah,
It was like
1990.
no.
Or might have even been 89.
That was in the 80s.
Yeah, 89 then, let's say.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, this is 10 years after that.
Yeah.
What in that 10 years, like big budget, high adventure type of thing like this. I can't. There's a lot of like,
nothing's coming to me.
like
There were jungle adventure flicks. You had like Congo. You had
yeah, that was like 95, I think.
yeah. You
96
had
maybe.
Oh Jesus. Like Romancing the Stone.
That was 1984.
Was it that early?
Yeah.
I thought that was like 91.
No. God no. That is
Damn.
84. Yeah.
The fact that you know for a fact that it's 84.
Because
gross.
I saw that movie so many times when I was a kid. It was always on HBO.
Mm.
Like I watched it a lot. I just watched it again.
I could have swore that was early 90s.
It is a solid movie. That movie holds
Oh yeah,
up.
no, it's good.
Yeah. Joan Wilder.
I guess I'm just fucked up then. Um, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because by then, like by this time, like it had kind of gone out of fashion.
Yeah.
You were getting more like, things wanted to be more like,
This is 90s indie movies, like gritty, like
Yeah.
cop dramas, and
yeah, well, this was '99, so this
we're
was the
getting
same
like
year.
Jet Li movies, and
Yeah, it was the same year you got The Matrix.
Yeah.
right. Like that was '99.
Yeah. So this is like going in the opposite direction, like the old school adventure, like
Yeah.
whereas the Matrix is like next kind of next generation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time we're seeing that done at this level.
Yeah.
In a while, so I think it's a breath of fresh air at that time.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's.
And again, we're seeing this through the lens of 24 years where this has been knocked off and like
Yeah.
I would say kind
And
of
bad
diminished
sequels.
by its sequels. The second one is not great, but I think it's watchable.
It's fun up until the end, like
Yeah.
and where the really really
The
bad
really
CGI
bad
takes
CGI
over.
monster. And the third one is just like not up to par with the other ones.
No.
You have like Maria Bello playing Evie instead of Rachel Weisz,
Yeah.
who was even like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So that throws you off, and it's just like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just not. You have Jet Li again. I just mentioned like
Yeah.
we have all these Jet Li movies
Yeah.
coming out, and yeah, he's the mummy in that one.
Well, I mean, like Jet Li was fucking everywhere
Yeah.
in the late '90s, early 2000s.
When I was working at the movie theater, like you had like The One come out. There's another couple of like action movies.
Jet Li.
Yeah.
Well, when was like
Was-
the Replacements or the Replacement
Replacement
Killers?
Killers. That was
That was
Lethal
90
Weapon 4. I think is 99.
Yeah, I think Replacement Killers was like maybe 97-ish, 98.
Isn't that Chow Yun Fat?
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Jet Li.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Chow Yun Fat. It's Chow Yun Fat and Mira Sorvino.
You're right. You're right.
Um,
I'm not gonna say the racist thing, but like they're those two in particular,
yeah.
they were everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to mix.
But you had
them up.
like Lethal Weapon 4, I think was 99. So
Yeah.
like he's in that. There are so many generic action movies that he was in at that time that just kept
Yeah.
cranking out like left and right.
Yep. I think he was in a couple with Seagal, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Well, at least one.
I definitely remember the one
Yeah.
where he's like fighting his clones. There's another one too. Like,
And the '90s sucked so bad. They were so amazing, but they sucked.
yeah, I was gonna say they did and they didn't. There was
Yeah.
awesome shit, but there was also a lot of just shit.
It was garbage.
Yeah.
Fucking best music though. The '90s had such awesome music.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Punk was coming
Yeah.
back. Metal was
It is- it
great.
is a-
Grunge was a thing.
The argument of like which decade was better for music, the 90s or the 70s, is like so many arguments on both sides. Like,
Well, it depends on what you want. Do you want variety or do you want blues-based hard rock?
but you also get punk in the 70s. Like,
Yeah. But you got punk in the '90s too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, in 90s you have more hip hop.
Yeah.
Like,
No, the '90s had everything.
yeah.
The
Even had
'70s,
good pop songs.
the
Like,
'70s had some stuff. And don't get me wrong, what was good from the '70s was fucking
fucking
awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
Fucking Black Sabbath, get out of here.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon podcast is going to be our music podcast, folks.
Yeah.
So get on that
Punk cast.
when we actually, get around to making a Patreon, because I feel
Yeah.
bad charging $5 for.
What? Yeah. What do we have to offer? Literally nothing. It's fine.
What else is there to say about this? I really love this
It's
movie.
just fun.
Yeah, it
Like-
is a fun movie.
I think it definitely succeeds with what it's trying to be because it's not trying to be like art. It's just supposed to be a fun adventure flick.
Yeah.
And it really does deliver on that. I would have liked a little more depth.
A little more depth, turn up the horror a little more, because there is some
I-
horrific shit in this. Like,
I would have liked more horror. Yeah.
like people being eaten by scarabs and fucking, like these mummy, like undead soldiers and shit. Like,
Yeah.
turn that up a little bit more,
Yeah. Like get rid of some of the like kind of goofy, just like weird comedy elements,
Yeah.
which aren't overabundant. Like the balance is nice.
You have
I gotta say,
dueling comic relief in this movie in Benny and Jonathan.
yeah,
Like one is enough.
Yeah.
Like we don't need two like goofy off the wall characters.
Yep. And not gonna lie, it could have been 20 minutes shorter.
I could see that. It is just about 2 hours flat. I think it's just a little bit over.
Yeah,
Like
hour 45, doable. Like,
yeah.
definitely doable. God, look how fucking handsome Brendan Fraser is.
That man is a goddamn treasure.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like seriously.
I feel really bad about like just like whatever is going on with him mentally right now, because he is not in a good place.
Yeah.
But like he's trying to be in a good place, and you
Yeah.
can see it.
I think he's just under a lot of pressure. I mean, like he's been like not in the spotlight for a while.
And yeah,
And now it's all back on. I mean, he's literally
been
about
thrust into it.
Yeah, he's about to win Best Actor most likely. Like
for The Whale.
Yeah, which was an outstanding movie. Like,
I haven't seen it, but I do want to see
yeah,
it.
It's good.
Yeah, but like you can hear it in his voice is not steady.
Yeah, he was just on
anymore.
Howard Stern a couple weeks ago. Like being
He
interviewed.
always sounds like he's about to break down.
Yeah, he's very soft spoken and talks kind of slow and like like
You can hear like
it's like he's always like kind of cracking his voice.
Yeah.
Like but like by all accounts is a solid dude. Like is just a nice guy. Like is not a dickhead to anybody. Like
right. Yeah, it sucks to see like where he was, and then some shit happened that he took very hard, and it kind of ruined his career for a little while. And then he's coming back, which is amazing because
Yeah.
I've always loved him.
the dude is so likable. Like
He's so likable, and like you can look at some of his like hits, and you're like whatever. But he's been in some fucking good movies.
yeah. I mean, you have this. You have fucking School Ties.
Airheads.
Oh my God, Airheads. How the fuck did that? Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get to that. Yeah, in a little
George
while.
of the Jungle was a fucking banger
See,
for
I
me. 'Cause
never saw that.
I was a kid when it was
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and I used to watch the George of the Jungle cartoon.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, oh shit, this is amazing. They're making a live action version of this
George of
cartoon
the
I love.
Jungle, yeah.
Then they made the fucking what the hell was the one where he was the Mountie?
Dudley Do Right.
Dudley Do Right.
Yeah.
I used to watch that too. And I was like, oh, is this guy just gonna do cartoons from my childhood? But then, I found like Monkey Bone, and
I forgot about that fucking movie too.
dude, Inkheart is so good.
That I've never seen.
Oh, that's a good one. Andy Serkis plays the bad guy in that.
All right.
It's just like, mwah. So
I
good.
love his just fucking leather, fucking like roll up sack of fucking weapons.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
is
badass.
so badass.
It's-
Yeah. Like I said, like the word, like there should just be a picture of him next to adventurer in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he filled out the role really, really well.
yeah.
Like, I don't see anybody doing it better than he did.
Yeah.
As good, sure, maybe, but better, I don't think so.
You have Tom fucking Cruise trying to top him and not being able to do it. Like,
yeah.
oh, I can't wait
I
to
mean,
do
that
the watch
movie-
along for that.
Ugh.
It's gonna be so bad. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
get
so
so drunk.
trashed. Yeah. And just shit upon it. Cause it
Because it deserves it.
yeah.
I still haven't seen it, so
Oh.
it'll be
Oh really?
it'll be my inaugural run.
Oh, we're definitely doing this. We are doing this within 2023.
Oh God,
I hate to space it so close to this movie.
yeah.
We are doing
I mean,
this
within
like,
a year is good because that's 52 episodes per year.
let's say summertime.
summertime.
That'll be a good summertime. Like we'll get some shandies. know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kugels, baby.
I almost grabbed a case today at the beverage center.
Yeah. Shout out to Line and Kugel
Hell yeah.
making the best shandy.
Fucking
Narragansett's good.
yeah, I'll just say the Dells I like. They're pretty good too.
Yeah.
But no, they don't hold a candle to the Leinenkugel.
No. It's just they've got the magic.
Yeah.
Got the magic.
Yeah.
All right. Let's throw some ratings down.
All
on
right.
some
Oh
bitch.
shit, we're 34 minutes in, so we've definitely talked our portion of this.
Well,
movie.
we had some dead space in the
That's
beginning
true.
of it.
I'll go because I'm going high on this, man.
Yeah.
I'm going real high on this. I love this movie. Like it is just it's comfort food. It's macaroni and cheese. It's
Oh, yeah.
fucking,
Mashed taters, baby.
this is the epitome of a Saturday afternoon movie. Like it was perfect today. I put it on like right about noon. Like I got all my shit done early, so I was just, me and Donna just chilling on the couch,
Yeah.
just watching this movie. Fucking perfect. So I'm gonna give it like an 8. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like I watched it last night, and I don't know if I just wasn't in the right headspace for it or what. So I don't want to disrespect this movie because it is good and it is quality. I couldn't get into it last night, but I realized like that was a me problem.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not the movie.
It's not the movie. So I'm right with you. I think this is an 8, and I think this is an 8 all day.
Yeah.
Um,
Solid.
I don't want to go higher than that.
Yeah, because it does have its flaws. Like the bad CGI is very bad.
Yeah.
And then like the over the top cartoonish parts I could have done without.
Yeah, and
So-
it runs a hair too long.
Yeah.
To the point where you get a little bored in the middle.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
But like these action sequences are fucking perfect.
Yeah,
man.
where it shines, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to shit on it, but I do want to like recognize that there's problems.
There are flaws. Yeah.
Oh, man, seeing it just like both guns, it's just like ugh.
Yeah.
Like that's
And they don't even look like normal 6-shooters. They look like gigantic 6-shooters. Like
fucking badass.
yeah.
I think they're 45s.
I think you're right. Yeah.
God damn. And I don't know. It's just like this fucking Brendan Fraser.
He's awesome. He's just
He's
fucking awesome.
What the hell was that baseball movie that he was in?
Oh, not The Rookie.
Nope.
It's him and Albert Brooks. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
That's a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, solid 8 from both of us.
Yep.
It
And
earns
earns-
every
yeah,
every point of that 8.
every single piece. Oh, goddamn. Are you ready for trivia?
Let us move on to trivia.
All right.
We have to load up the sound effects into our stream board here, Stream Deck.
We'll get there.
Yeah, technology. Like I said, it's a growing experience. Everybody,
It'll
we're learning, we're sharing, we're growing.
it'll get here with time.
It's like Romper Room, but with swearing and booze.
Yeah. That's like when I posted on Slasher yesterday about the stream. I said, "Hey, we're gonna watch this movie, drink adult beverages, and swear about it." So, right on course. All right. Here is the IMDb trivia for The Mummy from 1999. Brendan Fraser nearly died during the scene where his character is hanged. Rachel Weisz remembered. He stopped breathing and had to be resuscitated, which I've seen him talk about that a couple of times.
Yeah, he appears to be in distress. Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's dying. Did you get the shot? But yeah, I guess like it was really fucking tight on his neck during that hanging scene in the beginning of the movie. So good on him. I hear he has actually done like some really detrimental things to his body for movies.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt because he again he just seems like a frail dude. Like when you hear him in real life, it's just like you can just tell like he's been through some shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, like that whole like sexual assault kind of thing, like that really, really fucked with him, and it fucked his career.
Yeah,
it
which
really
is
did.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Poor bastard.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he's on the fucking upswing of that though.
Yeah. Good for him, man. He fucking deserves it.
Yeah.
Of course, we're saying this now. We're gonna find out in 20 years.
Fuck you! Don't even say it.
He's like the worst human being. Like.
Fuck you.
He aided and abetted Bill Cosby in 20 rapes. Like, oh no,
He sold him the drugs.
Yeah. Please don't be
God.
the case, because like I said, the man's a treasure.
I don't want to eat that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. The man is a goddamn treasure.
Yeah, I like his movies.
Yeah.
Like that. The library disaster was done in one take, and it would have taken an entire day to reshoot if a mistake had been made. Because like they really knocked over all those fucking bookcases domino style.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
not something you can set up again in like 5
yeah,
minutes.
pick up all those fucking books, not put the shelves back in perfect order. Fuck all that. This is one of those like, we're gonna do it here, or it's not gonna be in the
Yeah,
movie.
this is the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cloak lent by the British costume rental company Angels, and worn by an extra in this film, was discovered to have been, in fact, made for Alec Guinness when he played Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars: A New Hope.
Huh.
So there's a dude walking around
In a Jedi robe.
in
Yeah.
a Jedi robe. Yeah,
Be on the lookout.
it's fucking badass. I had to stole that shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if I knew ahead of time,
Yoink.
obviously they didn't tell that guy.
Hold
They're
it.
just like,
Tell me it's not that motherfucker right there in the corner. Hold on, he's behind the camel.
oh yeah, oh maybe.
Yeah,
It could have been. It's very possible. Holy shit.
It's him walking off with the robe.
Yeah, I imagine they did not tell that guy. It was like, hey, this was Obi-Wan Kenobi's robe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been badass though. An Egyptologist was brought in to phonetically render what ancient Egyptian might have sounded like for the dialogue. So they took it serious.
Yeah.
They definitely took it serious. I like that though. Like if they want to bring that level of realism to something like this,
Yeah.
like, they don't have to. They could have just spoken fucking gibberish and
Yeah, the details, man. You put the effort into the details and it
Yeah.
shows, in the final product.
yeah. You're like, I wouldn't know, but an Egyptian audience would know.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they appreciated that, but we'll never know. The effects team was told no gore when designing the look of the mummy. They actually did tests for a grossness threshold.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like he does look decomposed, but it's not like disgusting.
he's not like hanging with shit.
Yeah.
So it's a cool like middle ground. So that they keep that like it's all right for the kids, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's gross enough for people like you and me. I would have loved just like a nasty fucking corpse, but what are you gonna do? Like
Yeah.
it's a PG movie, I think.
PG-13.
Is it PG-13?
I was just saying, I can respect that this movie is this good and it is like a family like movie.
Yeah, I could watch this with my kids.
Yeah,
I would have zero problem watching this with my kids.
Yeah.
It's like I've talked about this in like our group chat. Like when I think about things that I'm gonna watch with my family, I think about like my youngest, and so he'll watch like up to PG-13. Like I won't watch a rated R movie with him.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll take like this is the age group that you're supposed to watch, and I'll jump it ahead one, but like preview it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like with some exceptions.
So
yeah.
like the 13-year-old, he can watch rated R asterisk. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Because
Like,
that's the age, like, like, I know for me anyway, like, thinking back when you saw, like, a rated R movie, like, at that age,
yeah,
it was the greatest fucking thing in the world. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's a thing anymore though. Like,
Yeah.
because
with the internet, like,
we had rated R.
Yeah.
These days they've got TVMA
Yeah.
because everything on streaming is like,
Just freely available, like,
Yeah.
right there with a click.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not like you have to go to the movie store and rent it anymore. Like,
right.
somebody's going to shoot you down.
Yeah. So like I watched The Devil's Advocate in like 8th grade
God damn, I love that movie.
with my dad. Like my dad didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, same here. Like, I last night, I was, Tom and I went out to the bar, and he mentioned the movie Fear City, in which Melanie Griffith is a stripper. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I watched that movie when I was a kid with my dad. Like, do you know how many times I got the "Don't tell your mother we're watching this"? Like,
Yeah. Yep. I don't know that I've seen that one.
It's not
but,
like a well-known.
Yeah. But like I had very little guidance when it came to like the things that I was and wasn't able to watch. As long as
I had HBO in my room, so
yeah,
any kind of parental guidance is out the window as soon as they all go to sleep. Like,
yeah. Like, it didn't matter. Like, I would go with my grandfather and rent movies on the weekends and shit, and it didn't matter. As long as I wanted to watch it, he'd rent it. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
But he would also rent rated R movies. Like, he fucking loved Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
fucking rad. Like,
As one did at the time.
yeah, because nobody knew better.
Yeah. That was the peak of cinema as far as we know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, it just, the other thing we had Cinemax too for a while. So
Ooh, Skinamax.
yeah, as soon as my parents would go to sleep around 11:30 on Friday nights, I'd be downstairs watching fucking, not even softcore porn, straight up porn
Yeah.
on Cinemax.
Yeah, it's fucking wild what was on TV.
Yeah, yeah. You watching Cinemax? Nope.
No.
No, I don't even know what channel
Nickelodeon.
that is. Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, let's move on here. While the film made extensive use of computer-generated imagery, many scenes, including ones where Evelyn is covered in rats and locusts, were real, using live animals.
All right.
So I guess we get the best of both worlds. Like, when they knew they could use real, they
yeah,
used
they
real.
went with real. Well, scarabs don't actually exist, so we can't use real
Well,
scarabs.
yeah, but they used an analog, like probably giant hissing cockroaches and shit. Paint these cockroaches.
We need 1 million scarabs by lunch. Come on, move it.
Spray paint.
Yeah.
Let's see. Leonardo DiCaprio was rumored to have been offered the role of Rick O'Connell. It's believed that DiCaprio had said that he loved the script and wanted to be in the film. However, he had already agreed to star in The Beach, which from
Yeah,
2000. It's also been said that DiCaprio asked if The Beach could be delayed so he could film The Mummy, but producers refused, which is lame.
Yeah.
However, the filming of The Beach was delayed anyway.
That movie was not great.
I don't know that I even saw it.
He like goes to like Southeast Asia and like finds this like mystic beach where like there's like a group of people like who live. They were all like people like him who like, city folk who found like, true meaning of life on this mystic beach, and now they live there. And like, I think drug dealers come in at one point. It's not good.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It sounds like shitty 7 Years in Tibet.
Oh yeah, I never saw that. That was the Brad Pitt one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never saw
Was
that.
it Brad Pitt or was it Richard Gere?
I'm pretty sure it was Brad Pitt. Richard Gere was Red Square. That's the one where he's the lawyer in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one where he had a gerbil up his ass? Oh, Real Life.
Real Life. That
Real
was,
Life.
Yeah. That was the production of Real Life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
All right.
Look it up, folks. Look it up.
So there were two people attached to this movie, like in the pre-production phases of it, that I would love to see their versions of this movie.
All right.
Okay.
So I was gonna say, I don't think I would love to see a Leonardo DiCaprio version of this.
Nope.
He's
not
nowhere
that.
near as charismatic as Brendan Fraser.
No, he couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Well, he could have done it. It just wouldn't have been as good,
Yeah.
especially at that point in Leo's career. Like, he's aging like fine fucking wine.
I was gonna say, I don't see him doing comedy, but fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is fucking chef's kiss amazing.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, the more he does, the better he gets.
Yeah.
But anyway, when Clive Barker was attached to the project, the film was intended to be a low-budget horror film. Barker's vision of the film was violent, with the story revolving around the head of a contemporary art museum who turns out to be a cultist trying to reanimate mummies. I want that motherfucking movie.
Yeah.
I need that.
I would like to see that.
At least have Clive Barker write that fucking book.
Yeah.
Whew.
That would be good.
You ready for part 2 of this?
Yeah, yeah.
George A. Romero was brought in with a vision of a zombie-style movie similar to Night of the Living Dead, but this was considered too scary.
Bullshit, man. That would have been awesome.
I need both of those in my fucking life.
You even have a little flavor of it in this one when they have like the people infected with the boils. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that would have been fucking awesome.
Can you imagine, like, even if they like collaborated, Clive Barker and George Romero?
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Oh, you get that
God
like
damn it! Why doesn't that
you
exist?
get that like grimy ass high art horror. You get that like grimy high art horror that Clive Barker does, and that like just terror that George A. Romero can do for you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Put that chocolate in my peanut butter. God damn it! I want that. Yeah.
I don't want to do anything to your peanut butter. My God, that would have been so fucking good.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on from there. This is depressing. Kevin J. O'Connor had been roughed up so much during the filming of the scene with Benny and the Egyptologist's office that he was badly bruised and his nipples had to be iced down. You know you've caught a beating when
your
you gotta
nipples
ice your
are bruised. Yeah.
gotta ice your nipples.
Guys, I gotta get some ice on these nips. I can't do anything for the rest
Fucking
of the day.
killing me. What are you jogging? Like,
Yeah. How bad of a titty twister were they giving him?
God damn, son. All right, two more facts here. Two more. Some of the Americans mock the hero's discovering of Imhotep's juicy mummy by saying that maybe if they dry it out, they can sell it for firewood. Many mummies actually were destroyed by ancient tomb robbers using them as such.
This thing right here, when he does the la, 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 we did that for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After this movie came out, like, yeah, because we thought it was just so weird and goofy when he did it.
It is. It really is. Did you know that in like Victorian era, they used to have mummy parties? Like they would, like some rich douchebag would buy a mummy and have a party around it, unwrap the mummy, and they would eat parts of the fucking mummy.
What?
Yeah. There was this shit called like Mummia, Mumia.
Yeah.
And it was like mummy bits, like dried up, powdered and shit, and you would use it as like a medicine.
Oh.
Fucking whack, dude. Victorian people
Fucking weird.
were weird.
When you repress, society to that level, like
Yeah, it's so strange, right?
Yeah. It's like when you fucking drop like, I don't know, nuclear weapons on an island of people. Like
They get weird.
you get giant lizard movies and people shitting on surfboards and pornos. Like it's weird shit happens.
It's like no matter how fucking weird anime gets, it's our fault. We microwave them. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
God damn it. Shitting on surfboards.
Look it up, folks.
Don't do it. It's a trap. Oh my God. This is our last fact, and we're gonna leave you on a high note here.
Oh yes, we are.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser's camel during the filming was named Barney.
Aw.
Yeah.
God damn it. He's just a lovable dude. God damn it.
I wonder if he named it Barney.
I
I
can see
bet you
that.
he did.
All right, let us move on to more factual information. I have to move shit around. I don't know what I've had several beers this evening, folks.
Yeah. Actually, right before we get into this,
Should we take a break?
take a short break.
All right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Sit tight. We will be right back. Back because we are coming back, folks. Here we are. Let's kill the jam music. There we go.
Jamming.
There we go. Now it's off.
Yeah.
We're back. We're about to start the better known as segment of the show. So we're just gonna dive right into it. Starting off with director Stephen Sommers. He is most well known, of course, for directing these Mummy movies. He's got a couple other, movies you've heard of under his belt.
Odd Thomas was good.
Yeah, Odd Thomas. That was his last movie in 2013. He does have something coming up, which he is the writer and director of, When Worlds Collide. But yeah, that's a pretty big break for somebody who's pretty well known for a while there.
Yeah.
He directed G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. That was the first G.I. Joe movie, which honestly not awesome at all.
It's got its moments.
Yeah. He was the director of The Mummy Ride. I think it was at Universal Studios. where that was. He also directed Van Helsing, which we're gonna do on this show at some
I
point.
love that movie.
That movie is growing on me.
Unabashedly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is growing on me. The more I see it, that is a fun movie.
That's really it. Like, it's fun. That's,
I am still like disappointed by how much better it could have been. I think, in my
oh,
opinion.
yeah, it could have been amazing.
Yeah.
It's a little schlocky,
Yeah.
but I think that works to its benefit.
Even still, I think they could have like changed some things here and there, and I think it would have been a much better fucking movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a debate for another day.
Yep.
He of course directed The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. Did he not direct the third Mummy? He did not. I did not realize that.
Nope.
Huh. All right. Well, he also directed Deep Rising. That was in 1998. That was like a tentacle monster fucking movie, like on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
He directed a version of The Jungle Book in 1994.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
I know I've seen that. It's got what the fuck is his name?
let's check. Oh yeah, the dude. Is that the guy who played? Yeah, the guy who played Bruce Lee,
Yes.
Jason Scott Lee.
Yes.
Yeah. He also directed The Adventures of Huck Finn in 1993. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Yeah, I do remember this. I don't know if I saw it though. Elijah Wood is Huck Finn.
I think I saw that in school at some point. No promises, though.
Yeah. His first movie is 1989, Catch Me If You Can. Is not the one with Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
Just a similarly titled movie. Moving on to Brendan Fraser. Again, just North American treasure. I believe he is Canadian.
I think you're,
Yeah,
Canadian.
so North America. We claim you for this continent. Yeah, I mean, like I think he's most well known for just being Brendan Fraser. Like he's like an internet
Now,
like,
yeah.
But again, he has been in some awesome movies. I am super fucking disappointed that we're not going to see him play Firefly in Batgirl.
Yeah, like that.
yeah.
That's like done, right? Like they shit can that to hell.
They technically they could, because they use it as like a tax write-off. So if they wanted to release it, they would have to pay that money back to the IRS, which is like $20-something million, I think.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen then.
I don't know. I think.
You think that's gonna make back
I don't think
20
it's,
million plus?
Yeah, I don't think it's hard to make $20 million on that movie. Like they were saying, well, it's made for streaming, so it's not like big budget. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a built-in fan base with Batgirl. It is an even bigger built-in fan base with fucking Brendan Fraser. Like it is, and not to mention, it's also one of those things at this point that people want to see it so bad that they're going to support it regardless of like what it looks like.
Now that people can't have it, they do want it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they released it when they intended to, I think it would have flopped. Because
I don't
look
know,
at
man.
Look at DC's track record with movies.
I will say I am not a DC person by any means. They are doing much better with their movies now than they were initially. I honestly think this would have been a good movie. They keep pushing, Warner Brothers keeps pushing this line where, oh, it was not releasable. It was not a releasable movie. They keep saying that because the effects weren't done. That's why it wasn't releasable. Like, not because it was a bad movie. Like, they're trying to make it sound like it was just bad and, like, people wouldn't see it.
Right.
I think it's a load of bullshit. I think especially if he wins a fucking Best Actor nomination, I think they're going to come up with that
If he wins it, they'll finish the movie and put it out.
Yeah.
Because he will have more name recognition. But if you're looking at it as like when was it initially supposed to come out? 2 years ago?
No, I think it's supposed to come out like this year, this May maybe.
So if they were going to release this before he became like this internet sensation that he is now,
yeah,
it wouldn't have mattered. But now people have a hard on for Brendan Fraser again.
Yeah.
And if he's coming off a big award win, then yeah, there's definite interest.
They'll find the money to make, to get that out there.
Right.
Yeah.
But looking at it from like if they released it when they intended to, I don't think it would have done well.
Yeah.
Because people love Batman. People like Batgirl. Like, who's really going to go out of their way to see Batgirl? With villains and things that are not in the scope of, like, the everyday person.
Yeah.
That's why they keep rehashing the Joker, because everybody knows the Joker.
Everybody knows the Joker, yeah. Everybody knows the
You know, your
Riddler,
fucking
yeah.
grandmother knows the Joker. Not everybody knows Calendar Man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's just the way it is. So Batgirl and her villains are kind of under the radar.
But I mean, Firefly is a pretty. I wouldn't say he's A-list. Excuse me, A-list Batman, but he's a pretty like.
See.
I would say B-list Batman.
Mm.
Ooh, pardon me. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would have been visually awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed it doesn't come out.
No, I'm not saying it would have been bad.
Yeah.
But DC does not have a good track record of live action movies.
Yeah, yeah.
They just don't.
Trying to get my mic into a proper position.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're doing the better known as segment of the show.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about Brendan Fraser.
We are. We didn't even get into his credits beyond Batgirl.
I am beyond fucking excited for Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, it's the new Martin Scorsese movie, right?
Oh yeah.
I think everybody is in this fucking movie.
They are.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Jason Isbell is going to be in that. Goddamn country music artist.
Yeah, no idea who that is. Yeah,
You wouldn't.
DiCaprio, De Niro, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Based on a book, I believe.
I believe you're right. Yeah, Jesse Plemons, the poor man's Matt Damon. John Lithgow, Brendan Fraser. Who else we got in this? Jason Isbell. That's it as far as Sturgill Simpson. That's another like.
Yeah, he's another country artist.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. It's Scorsese. I'm gonna be there. Like,
I fucking love Jason Isbell. His music is so good.
yeah,
He is an amazing songwriter. Like, you can, if you don't love country music, that's fine. But like, if you appreciate good, like, quality songwriting, at least check out Jason Isbell.
huh. All right. He is currently in the final season of Doom Patrol. He's playing Robot Man in that.
Mhm.
I watched the first like season of that show, and I enjoyed it. And then like when the second season came out, I watched the first episode, and I'm like, this is just like this is not where I am right now.
Yeah.
Like this is just way too much absurdity for my enjoyment. Like
Yeah.
I just too much quirkiness. Like I
It's
don't
just
know.
like, it's a fucking wacky show. Right?
Yeah. So like I just couldn't buy back in. But I mean, like it is, it is pretty acclaimed, like critically.
Yeah.
He is, of course, we just mentioned earlier in The Whale. He's by all means, from what it sounds like, he's about to win the Best Actor award for that movie.
Mhm.
And it is a really good movie. It's a really good movie. Some of the other stuff he was in, he played the Robot Man character on an episode of Titans, which is also in its final season right now. This is when he started like kind of like fading into obscurity, like in the late like 2000s and the 2010s.
I mean, it was pretty much right after Inkheart.
Yeah, Furry Vengeance, that was 2010. G.I. Joe, he was in for like 2 seconds. That was 2009.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Fairly Odd Parents movie, or no, I'm sorry, the show, 3 episodes. Inkheart, 2008. Yeah, Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Empire. Even that movie is 15 fucking years old.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Adventure at the Center of the Earth, not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen it before, but
Yeah.
again, it's well trodden fucking
It's
ground,
another like
but
like serial adventure like type of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's just what he was known for at this point.
Yeah, he was in Adventure at the Center of the Earth. Excuse me, The Center of the Earth, which is the sequel to Journey of the Center of the Earth, 2008. Those are both in 2008. Holy shit!
Well, Adventure at the Center of the Earth is a video game.
I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah. Journey to the Center of the Earth is what I meant to be talking about, but I
Alright.
saw the title and
I
just went with
gotcha.
it.
He did voices in 2 episodes of King of the Hill.
No shit.
He was in that movie Crash in 2004. 3 episodes of Scrubs. He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action, which I believe was directed by Joe Dante.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He was the main character in that, wasn't he?
He was. He was also the voice of the Tasmanian Devil and the She-Devil.
No shit.
I heard that's actually a decent movie. I've never seen it though.
I never saw it,
Yeah.
but I assumed it was just like a really bad Space Jam sequel.
Yeah. Hey, Joe Dante is a fucking solid director.
It's true.
We mentioned Monkey Bone, of course. Earlier, it was 2001.
I love that fucking movie. I love it so fucking much.
That was a
It's
back of the
so
comic
weird.
books movie, so it is always in my brain.
Yeah. If you guys have not seen Monkey Bone, do yourself a serious fucking favor and watch that weird fucking
It
movie.
is a crazy ass movie. Yeah.
It is. I mean, okay.
He plays like a cartoonist who like.
yeah, you know what Cool World is, right?
It's Cool World without the sex, right?
It's Cool World. I mean, a little bit of the sex, but it's more. It's almost like if Tim Burton did Cool World.
Okay.
So it's got that. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a very long time.
It's a little Roger Rabbit-y, you know. It's just good. It's just really good.
He is in a movie in 2000, which I absolutely fucking love. I think is very underrated. It's him and Elizabeth Hurley in Bedazzled.
You think that's underrated?
I fucking love that movie.
Underrated though?
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's rated. It's fun and it's funny.
The scene where he's the fucking NBA guy and he's giving
Yeah.
the interview, like that makes me laugh.
He's like
every
that Dennis Rodman.
Gotta give it 110%, man. 110% every time.
It's fine. Like that movie's cool.
Oh god, that movie makes me laugh so much. Dudley Do Right we mentioned. He's in the movie Blast from the Past with Alicia Silverstone.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that is a very forgettable movie.
Ooh, Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, I want to see that. I've never seen it. It's about the making of Bride of Frankenstein, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, or about James Whale anyway.
Yeah, it's James Whale.
Yeah. George of the Jungle. He was in an episode of Duckman. He
That
was in
show's so good.
he had a cameo in the Kids in the Hall Brain Candy movie.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, fellow Canadian. He's in the. I didn't realize he played his Encino Man character in 3 different movies.
What?
He played him in the Army Now, Son-in-Law, and fucking Encino Man.
The Scout.
The Scout. That's the baseball movie.
Oh,
That's a
that
really good
movie
movie.
is fucking good. That movie will break your fucking heart.
Yeah, Albert Brooks is goddamn. He's a fucking amazing like actor.
With
like,
him and what's her name? The therapist that he had in that movie. Oh,
it's been so long since I've
shit.
seen this. This is a movie that was like always on, and like now you just never see it anywhere.
Yeah.
Diane Wiest.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is so good.
Yeah, that is a really, really fucking good movie. Michael Rappaport's in that. I forgot he's in that.
Yeah. So yeah, when you're done watching Monkey Bone and you've had your laughs and your ha-has, then
Watch
watch
The
Scout and get your cries on.
Let's see.
I didn't know that he made cameos as that character in those other.
Yeah, apparently there's a Pauly Shore verse, and he plays Link in it.
Shorniverse.
Yeah. Of course, 1994, he plays Chaz in Airheads. I remember the first time I watched that movie was at my birthday party that year.
Yeah.
We had like a bunch of people, like a bunch of people over, just fucking hanging out at my house on like a Friday or Saturday night, just fucking watching fucking Airheads.
I
Like,
cannot tell you how many times I saw that on Comedy Central
yeah,
Saturdays.
yeah. That's a
in the
Saturday afternoon
middle of the
movie.
fucking afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a Saturday afternoon movie.
Oh, it's
and one
fucking
like
so good.
that's another one that's always going to be funny to me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I ain't farting on no snare drum. Wipes his ass with his record contract. Who is this guy?
Oh man. Yeah, that's a good movie.
One naked pictures of B. Arthur.
Yeah, a football helmet full of pudding. Like,
Cottage cheese.
yeah, cottage cheese. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. Chris Farley was great in that movie.
He's in the movie With Honors. That was like a magic hobo movie in 1994. School Ties.
School
we
Ties was
mentioned.
good.
Yeah,
Yep.
1992. Encino Man, 1992. I remember seeing that in the movie theater.
I did not.
I remember it was like one of the first times I think I was
I was
able to
too
go
young.
with like.
I was too young for that one.
Yeah, I was 13, so like it was one of the first times like I could go with like my friends alone to the movies.
Yeah.
Really, that's it for the notable stuff. His first roles in 1991 and a TV movie, Child of Darkness, Child of Light. But again, goddamn North American treasure.
Yeah.
Rachel Weisz, who plays Evie in this movie. I don't know. She might be most well known for this. She's in a ton of shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's an upcoming Dead Ringers TV series based on the David Cronenberg movie, which yeah,
do not want that. Like, the movie was good. The movie was really good. I don't think it was good enough to warrant a
spawn a TV
series, and I don't know what the fuck you could do with that more than what he had in a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. She has a couple movies. A couple movies in pre-production. The last thing she was in was Black Widow in 2021.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to go back to this. Is that saying that she is going to be the Mantle twins?
Yeah, Beverly Mantle, Elliot Mantle.
Why?
Yeah. Well, hey, look. Let the work speak for itself, I guess. We will see sometime in 2023. I think it's coming out soon, actually. Yeah, she was in Black Widow, playing the mom figure to what's her name?
Black Widow.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. That's who.
ScarJo.
Yeah, and the other one who the internet loves. Florence Pugh.
Pew.
Yeah. What else is she in? She was in The Lobster with what's his name? Colin Farrell. Yeah. I think that was a pretty good movie.
I have passed the title card of that like many times on streaming services.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't know,
it's just I don't know, a little bit too out there for my liking.
Yeah.
She was in Oz the Great and Powerful.
That was not good.
Yeah, no, that was Sam Raimi directed that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have the Sam Raimi stank on it.
Yeah, no.
It's just a weirdly commercial version of Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, they just tried to cash in on the Oz name.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
It's probably like a rights holding thing, I bet you.
You know what was really good is Sci-Fi did a miniseries.
Yes.
Wasn't
what's her name?
Tin
Zoe
Man.
Deschanel.
Zoe
Dorothy?
Deschanel was in it. It was called Tin Man.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
Let's see what else. She played a voice on an episode of The Simpsons. She's in the movie The Brothers Bloom with Adrian Brody and Mark Ruffalo. She's in Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
Great. That movie was not good.
She's in the movie The Fountain, I think, with Hugh Jackman. I think is in that. He plays like Ponce de Leon, I think, or something like that. Or like somebody who found the Fountain of Youth.
It's a really artistic Fountain of Youth kind of movie.
Yeah, I think it's like Darren Aronofsky. I think
it is,
yeah.
And it's like
who made The Whale, coincidentally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the movie I'm thinking of, it's like it takes place over like centuries, and like
the end is like them in like a bubble with like the last surviving tree. It's like in the future. Yeah.
It's a jerk off movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it. It just sounds terrible. I don't know. She was in the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves in 2005. Yeah, that is a pretty good movie.
Which I think they're doing a sequel to, or at least
Keanu
wants to.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like on again, off again type of things.
I want it.
Yeah.
I love the character. John Constantine is such a good fucking character.
Yeah.
And any version of him, I'll take it. Like the DC animated shit that they do with Constantine.
See, I've never seen it.
Really fucking good. Oh,
is it?
Dark Justice. Watch that. It's not true to the comic,
but it's Guillermo del Toro wanted to make that Justice
ride.
League Dark movie. I don't think that's happening anymore.
That's what I mean. I didn't mean to say Dark Justice, but yeah, Justice League Dark.
Let's see. She was in the movie Enemy at the Gates, the sniper movie. Excuse me.
I like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a very long time. That was out when I went to the movie theater. Jude Law and who was the other guy?
Was it or Clive Owen? Was Clive Owen in that?
I am not going to say yes to that until this loads up. Jude Law, Joseph Fiennes,
Oh yeah.
Ralph Fiennes' his brother. Ed Harris is also in that.
Ray Fiennes.
Yeah, whatever, Ralph.
Ralph. Fucking twat.
The next time Tom's on, I gotta have him. We gotta have him tell the Ray Fiennes story.
Oh God.
Excuse me. We're talking about Rachel Weisz. She was, of course, Evelyn in this, or Evie. She was in that movie Chain Reaction with Keanu Reeves and Morgan Freeman. It's a easily forgotten action movie.
I remember seeing a lot of trailers for that.
Yeah. It wasn't a lot of trailers like in the movies.
Yeah.
Before a lot of movies is what I'm trying to say. Very inartistically.
Yeah.
Inarticulately. See, I'm even fucking that up. Moving on. John Hannah, who is like, oh, that guy. There's a lot of like, oh, that guys in this movie.
There really are.
Yeah. A lot of like these character actors who just, you've seen their face in a lot of places. Most recently, he was in the very first scene of the first episode of The Last of Us. He plays like a doctor talking about like fungal infections.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh,
I think I'm just waiting for it to be done, and then I can
That's a
just
good idea.
watch it all.
Yeah, that's a good idea because you're gonna want to go right through it.
Yeah.
Episode 3 of that show is a fucking masterpiece. It is like feature length, and I guess there's like 40 more minutes that they cut out and they could have like added in.
Holy shit.
Which I think they really should like just release the full thing.
They might,
because it is,
unless it changes the story, and then they kind of can't.
No. I think it would be just more details because it's
Okay.
I would say 90% of the episode, it has nothing to do with what's going on in the story.
Oh, okay.
It's just a side detail with Nick Offerman and this other dude, Murray Bartlett, who was in The White Lotus, the first season of that.
I hear that show is fucking awesome.
It is a really good show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend that.
That's done, right? I think it was like 3 seasons or something.
No, it was supposed to be like 1 season, and then like people liked it, so like, oh, okay, we're gonna do a second season. I think now it's just like gonna be a regular thing every year.
Okay.
But it's just this like it's Nick Offerman is like this super paranoid like prepper, like doomsday prepper type of guy.
Yep.
And like, you know, obviously fucking what he's been prepping for like happens, and like it starts with like FEMA like clearing his town out, and like he doesn't go. He just fucking like he has a whole like hidden thing in his house where he hides.
Mm-hmm.
So once they clear out, like he just has this entire fucking town to himself. It's a really small town.
Yeah.
So like he sets up like defenses, sets up like, you know, traps and like, you know, fences and shit. Like it's just, you know, secures it. And like one day he just goes out and like finds it. He has like video like cameras and shit and like, you know, detectors to let him know when like people like are approaching. So he gets in, you know, and here's an alert one day. He finds a dude in a trap, and it's this dude, Murray Bartlett, and like, you know, he just knows it's another person. Like you can't trust other people in this world. Like you don't know what their intentions are. You don't know if they're, you know, like a scout for like a raider party or something.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's in the trap, and like he just kind of slowly like convinces him to like let him out, and like they're talking, and like they're slowly just kind of getting to know each other, and like slowly like letting their defenses down, and you start learning more and more, and like he ends up like bringing him into the compound. Like he makes him like a lunch, and the guy's like freaking out because he's like, oh my god, I haven't had like food, like real food, in so long. Like, you know, he gives him like wine and shit, and then like it just slowly progresses into this fucking like love story between Nick Offerman and this dude. Like the next like it's them talking, and then like, you know, they eventually start like fucking like making out and shit.
Yeah.
And then like it just cuts, and it's like, well, they're talking, and he's like, look, he's like, I don't normally Murray Bartlett, his character is like, I don't normally do this, like I don't, you know, this is like, I don't fuck people for lunch, basically, is like what he says. Is like, he's like, you know, we really don't trust each other, but like, look, if you like want to do this, like, you know, I'm gonna stay for a couple of more days if you're okay.
Yeah.
And then they're just like kind of talking, and it cuts to like 3 years later, when like he's storming out of the house, and they're having a fight, and like clearly they're like this like domestic couple now, and like the fight is like the one guy wants to like like kind of like nicen up some of like the stores in the town and like have like things for them to do, and like he wants to like open up their world and like have people like invite people over and like have friends and like,
Yeah.
and it's just these like series of like vignettes every couple of years of just this relationship where eventually you get to like, you know, they're 20 years into this and they're both old,
Yeah.
and like they're like at one point there's like a raider party that shows up and like fucking Nick Offerman gets shot like while he's like defending, like he's like just fucking killing all these dudes, and like
Yeah.
it is, I say, it's the way to describe it, it's the first 10 minutes of Up but like in an hour and 20-minute format.
Yeah.
It fucking tears your heart out. Like
Really.
it's just this like just this love story about like these two people who meet like under this crazy fucking circumstance, and
Yep.
then like yeah, it was one of those things that just kind of was on my mind for days on like after it, because it's with you.
No
Like it's
shit.
very like emotional and affecting. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I cannot recommend that series enough.
I'm gonna, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wait for that to finish up,
Yeah.
and I'll probably just murder it in a weekend.
Yeah. And then like I told you about the last episode with the goddamn, they made zombies scary again, goddamn
Yeah.
it. Like yeah.
They need to be.
Yeah. Anyway, enough for that tangent. We are talking about John Hannah. That's right.
We got one credit.
Yeah, and we got so fucking derailed. Let's see. He is also in many things that I am looking for a recognizable name of. Ooh.
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Oh, there you go. He's in 8 episodes of that in 2017.
Did you ever read those books?
I did not. I heard they're pretty good though.
I read the first one, and
Yeah.
it's all right. Like
Yeah.
it's very, very Douglas Adams.
Okay.
Like ridiculously Douglas Adams.
All right. So yeah, like trippy, like kind of like goofy humor.
Yeah, like
Pardon me.
it works in Hitchhikers because it's aliens.
Yeah, it's absurdity, like
It's absurd aliens.
turned up on
when you apply that same kind of sense of humor to regular people, it doesn't work for me. I'm not
Okay.
saying it doesn't work. I'm saying it like I'm out.
All right. He was in 27 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
God damn.
Yeah, I love that show for all its flaws.
I have not seen a single episode.
Oh man, good show. Let's see. He was. We're still scrolling. He's in
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
stuff, but a lot of like actor shit. He was in that show Elementary for an episode. That was 2013.
That was like a modern take on Sherlock Holmes, right?
Yeah, with
Like,
Lucy Liu and
that guy.
that dude. Yeah. Chris O'Donnell, was it?
No, it's not Chris O'Donnell.
Did I go past it? Yes, I did. It's
Yeah,
2013.
right there.
What's that? Johnny Lee Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah, generic white dude.
pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my nose is all like stuffed up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Good fucking lord, man.
Oh, he's in Perot.
Poirot. I'm not gonna blow my nose. I'm good. He was in 2 episodes of Carnival. Oh, God damn it! All right, everybody, let's watch me blow my nose.
Yeah, here we go. This is the content you come here for.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds juicy.
Oh yeah, that is a productive. I sound good though.
I'd rather hear you blow your nose once than sniff 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
As a father,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was in 2 episodes of Alias. That was in 2001. Same year as The Mummy Returns.
Alias was J.J. Abrams, right?
Yes. Yeah, that was the thing that kind of like got him, noticed
Mm-hmm.
after writing like scripts for years. Is there a reason I saved him? Nope.
No,
Yeah.
apparently not.
Nope. He wasn't in a whole lot of shit. Anyway, Arnold Vosloo, who plays the Mummy in these first 2 movies, anyway. I mean, he's probably most well known as the Mummy. He played Zartan in two of the well, there's only two of them, the G.I. Joe movies.
Yeah.
He was on that Jack Ryan show. He was on 4 episodes of that. My dad keeps telling me how good that is. So I mean, it's dad TV.
Mm.
He did a voice in an episode of the Voltron cartoon on Netflix.
Okay.
He was in an episode of that show Grimm. He was also in Elementary for an episode. Also in Odd Thomas. Did a voice in All Star Superman.
Like, I've seen a bunch of the things that he's got credits in, and I do not remember seeing him in any of it.
He is very, like, he blends in a lot because he doesn't look like the Mummy a lot. He doesn't have like the shaved head and like, you know.
I guess he's like a handsome Telly Savalas.
I can see that.
You know?
He did the voice of Black Adam in a couple of DC animated projects. He was in an episode of that show Psych. He's in a couple episodes of Chuck, which again I will always praise. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the movie Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio, 2006.
That was about like the South African like
Blood
diamond.
Diamonds, yeah.
Yeah, Blood Diamond. Like
It's
actual
Leonardo
blood diamond.
DiCaprio and like Jaimin Hunsu, I think.
Yeah.
Also in an episode of Alias. And Agent Cody Banks in 2003.
Oh, that was what the fuck's his name? From Malcolm in the Middle, right?
Yeah.
Uh
Frankie Muniz.
Yeah, that's right.
He is in the...
You know he's a really good drummer?
Frankie Muniz?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
He's what the hell is his band? Kingsfoil.
Okay.
You know, like the plant from Lord of the Rings.
He took over for Liam Neeson in the role of Darkman. Darkman 2 and 3.
I could have swore Liam Neeson was in the second one.
No. Darkman 2. Darkman / Peyton Westlake.
Oh shit.
He was in an episode of Nash Bridges, 1996. He is in the Jean-Claude back of a comic book classic, Hard Target.
Yeah.
Where he plays like a Cajun, like being hunted. I think Lance Hendrickson's in that too, isn't he? I am almost positive. Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah. But you know who really takes the fucking cake in that movie? Is
Wilford Brimley is in
Wilford
that.
Brimley, yeah.
Yeah.
As Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, fucking Cajun uncle. Like, holy shit, Cajun.
He is in 1492, Conquest of Paradise, the Christopher Columbus movie. Once again, fuck Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. Yep.
He's in an episode of The Red Shoe Diaries, the steamy romance show on Showtime.
How steamy was it?
It is steamy. Extra steamy. What else?
Hey, Main Men Podcast is in here.
All right, what's up, guys? Thanks for popping in. And that's really it as far as the notable stuff. We will move on to Kevin J. O'Connor.
Another one of those. Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, he played Benny in this. He plays Igor in Van Helsing. Those are probably his two biggest known roles. He was in 6 episodes of the Showtime show on Becoming a God in Central Florida. It's the Kirsten Dunst show.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, it was like pretty like critically acclaimed for a while.
I don't know if you know me.
Yeah.
Critically acclaimed just kind of goes under my radar anyway.
I think this was a Hulu show, Catch 22. They made in 2019. He was in 6 episodes of that.
Like the book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was also in the miniseries 11/22/63 based on the
the book?
Yeah. Again, like the book. He was in that show The Blacklist on NBC 2017.
Which I think might have been a book.
At
Nah,
this rate, yeah, most
I don't
likely.
think it was a
book. He was in Flight of the Living Dead in 2007.
Oh, no.
I mentioned he played Igor in Van Helsing. He was in Deep Rising, which we just mentioned, the tentacle sea monster movie with Treat Williams.
Ooh, Lord of Illusions.
Lord of Illusions with Scott Bakula. Yeah.
Oh, he was... Oh, shit, yeah. He was Philip Swan.
It's been a while.
Okay, so there was like the main illusionist guy.
Yeah.
The one who was like the stage magician.
Yeah.
That guy.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
The one who died with all the swords.
Yeah. You see the swords coming down.
Yeah. But he
I
didn't
used-
really. Spoiler alert: he didn't really die.
I used to own that on VHS.
I own it on DVD. Clive Barker
Yeah,
movie.
he was in Steel Magnolias, 1989. And his second role, Peggy Sue Got Married, 1986. All right, that's really. I thought he was in a certain show, but
Was that
apparently not.
Was that a Nick Cage movie? Peggy
Yes.
Sue- Okay.
Nick Cage and Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
I think it was Nick Cage's first movie or like one of his first.
It's
movies.
very early in his career. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to Oded Fair. He played Ardith Bay. He's probably most well known as that, but he is currently in Star Trek Discovery. He is Admiral Vance. I don't want to say that. That is a spoiler.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop
yeah.
right there.
He plays Admiral Vance. Yeah. He does a voice in the Destiny 2 game and a couple of the expansions. He played Ra's al Ghul in 7 episodes of Young Justice. He's in a couple of those interchangeable police shows on like CBS, FBI, and their various.
There shouldn't be that
iterations.
many shows titled FBI : something or
Yeah.
other.
There are many. He was in 4 episodes of The Blacklist, which may or may not have been based on a book. He was in an episode of How to Get Away with Murder.
Once Upon a Time was kind of a good show for like 2-3 seasons, and then just like-
fizzled out.
it's just so samey.
I think I had an actress on that show on my old podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Like it never got to be like bad. It's just really fucking repetitive.
Once you like the concept of like, okay, they're real life like fairy tale people. Like, all right,
Yeah. Which was
You know?
executed infinitely better in the comic book Fables.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's an awesome book. We
Oh.
also had Bill, what's his name, Willingham,
Willingham.
on our podcast. Yeah,
That dude's awesome.
yeah. He played the voice of Mr. Freeze in a couple of DC animated projects. Yeah, he's in a couple of the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's great. Oh, the reincarnation of V.
yeah,
I did not watch any of that.
I did.
Did you?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Marina Baccarin, and like, worst comes to worst, you can stare at her all episode.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Young Justice.
Yeah.
Pour one out for Young Justice. Christopher Jones, artist of the Young Justice comic book, also on my last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on the show Burn Notice for an episode. Just go for it. Dive in. Have
I
at it.
just didn't want to knock that can over.
It's empty.
There's always something. You know this.
There's always that leftover juice at the bottom.
Swill, I think is what it's called.
He was in the Scooby-Doo straight-to-video movie, Scooby-Doo, Where's My Mummy?
Well, if it's animated, obviously it's straight to video.
Yeah. He was also, this is probably the other thing he's most well known as. He is in both of the Deuce Bigelow male gigolo movies. He is the gigolo that Deuce Bigelow learns from.
Yeah.
My hand is falling asleep, so you're going to see me making some weird hand movements here. All right, moving on. Eric Avari, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, he's in a lot of movies. Like, you've seen his face. I don't know if there's like a specifically like well-known thing he is in. He also did a voice in the Destiny 2 game and expansions. Pardon me. He was also in an episode of Grimm.
Scorpion was a good show for a while.
Scorpion, yeah, that was a
Mhm.
CBS show. He was in 3 episodes of Warehouse 13 on Sci-Fi. An episode of The Mentalist. An episode of Parenthood. An episode of Party Down, which I think the revival of that show just came out. I kind of want to watch that. That was a really funny show.
Yeah. I don't know that I know what that is.
It is. They're all like waiters for like catering companies. It's all like a bunch of comedians, like, fucking Ken Marino, like Martin Starr, like guys from like The State and stuff.
Yeah.
Lizzie Kaplan's in it also.
Okay.
Yeah. This dude is in a lot of shit. Paul Blart Mallcrop. Blah.
Blah, blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah. Also in 2 episodes of Burn Notice. Flight of the Living Dead
Ugh.
shows up for the
Wow.
second time. He is in 4 episodes of Heroes. Jag, NCIS, also an Alias, original flavor Law and Order. A lot of people show up in the Wonderful World of Disney too in the credits this evening.
Yeah.
He's in Mr. Deeds. That might be the thing he's most known as.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. He's so many shows like Dharma and Greg, Felicity, The X-Files, Star Trek Enterprise. He's in the terrible Planet of the Apes movie, the Tim Burton one from 2001. He's in the Stargate SG-1 show.
Yeah.
The West Wing.
Ooh, 13th Warrior.
He's in the 13th Warrior. That is a good movie. He does a voice in Zork Grand Inquisitor video game. He's in the McHale's Navy movie from the 90s with Tom Arnold.
I loved it.
I'm going to have to switch hands because my hand is like fully pins and needles.
No shit.
Benefits of working in an office, folks. All the cool things you earn from office work.
All the carpal tunnel you can handle.
Yeah. He is in... Oh, no.
By the way, McHale's Navy, great movie.
I do remember like laughing at that movie when I saw
It's
it.
so good.
He was in an episode of Roseanne, Babylon 5. He was in Independence Day. Oh, you're getting excited for the thing. I thought you saw something else. Nope. In 1996, he was in Murder, She Wrote. 1 episode. That was the final season of the show. Yeah, he was... that might have been the thing I was really saving it for. Like I said, he's in a lot of TV shows. NYPD Blue, Lois and Clark, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He's in Stargate proper, the movie.
Yeah.
He's in Color of Night, the steamy Bruce Willis psychosexual drama.
Is that the one where it was like the brother, but then the brother turned out to be the sister?
I
saw that way too young.
Yeah,
Way too young.
Yeah. So
Way
Bruce
too
Willis's
young.
dick at the age of like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
I was 15. That was 1994. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's in.
I was
Sequest.
9. Yeah, I saw that when I was 9.
got a glimpse of Bruce Willis's hog at the tender age of 9.
Oh God.
What? Oh, I don't even have to do that anymore.
I sometimes wish I had a little bit of guidance.
He is also in Encino Man in 1992.
Yep.
Tequila and Benetti. Didn't you bring that up not that long ago?
Sure did. It's basically Turner and Hooch, the TV show.
He's in an episode of The Fresh Prince. He is in 3 different Star Trek shows, as he's also in The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Murphy Brown, L.A. Law, As the World Turns, and that's a General Hospital also.
Mm-hmm.
His first role, 1962.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
He had a 20-year gap.
Yeah. Stephen Dunham, who tragically passed away in 2012, apparently, of a heart attack.
Oh shit.
He's one of the 3 Americans. He's the like the blonde dude with like he's wearing like a white shirt for most of it.
He's the anti-Fraser.
Yeah. Aside from this, his most well-known role is probably in Paranormal Activity 4. I believe he's the dad in that movie.
I haven't seen any past 1.
They
look bad.
Yeah, I mean, like they have their moments. They get really weird.
Yeah.
Towards the because they have to like break the format eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like the first one was all right, but it didn't make me want to see the second one.
Yeah, they try to build like a whole mythology and like it's
I don't need that.
a bit much. Yeah.
It's like if you try to make a sequel to the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, or 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was in Get Smart in 2008 with Steve Carell and what's her name? Hathaway.
Yeah, I refused to watch it. Dude, I had such fond memories of watching Get Smart as a kid. That like my hatred of Steve Carell just like trumped it all.
All right. He's in the movie Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson.
Mhm.
He's also in Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. T. Hanks.
T. Hizzle.
He's in the movie Traffic in 2000. That was a pretty good movie. Benicio del Toro and I forget who else is in it.
It was like Drug Runners, right?
Yeah, I think Don Cheadle is in it also.
Yeah.
It's like Michael, what's his name from Romancing the Stone, Douglas.
Yeah.
He's also, it's like the drug cartel, like the drug war on like different levels. So like you have like, you know, the DEA version, like the cartel version, like, you know, all these different like levels of it.
Yeah.
And that's really it as far as the notable stuff. We will move on to Corey Johnson, who's another one of the American dudes. He's the last one to get killed.
Is he the one that had his eyes and tongue removed?
No, he's the very last one.
Oh, okay.
I forget how he dies.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't had the movie up for a while.
Yeah. We were on the credits here.
Yeah.
He is in the film fucking classic.
Oh, Lord.
Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
Yeah, episode 55, I believe, of this show.
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah. Tune in to check that out.
That was fun.
That was a fun episode. That was another drunken watch along.
Oh, we lambasted that son bitch.
Yeah, which is why we're going to have to do it for the 2017 Mummy.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's going to suck so bad.
Yeah.
There's not a lot here.
I think there's a reason I kept him.
I mean, he's in the Xenoblade.
Xenoblade Chronicles, yeah.
Yeah. Which those are games that everybody tells me are amazing. I tried to play the first one, and it was just like, I don't know. I guess I can't say it was bad, but there's more dialogue than game. You know, like those really old school JRPGs where it's just like cutscene after cutscene after cutscene.
Yeah. He's in Kingsman, the first Kingsman movie, the church leader. So I'm assuming he's in that fucking badass church action like fight scene.
Okay.
I really love those fucking Kingsman movies.
I
The
think
third one's a little.
I tried to watch the first one when it was pretty new, and it just I don't know if I wasn't in the right headspace or something. It was doing nothing for me.
Yeah, I really dig them. Based on a Mark Millar comic, and Mark Millar is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wrote the comic book version of Wanted, which is better than the movie Wanted. Wrote the Ultimates comic for Marvel, which is basically what gave birth to like
Kick-Ass.
He wrote Kick-Ass. Yeah, I forgot about that. But the Ultimates kind of gave birth to the MCU, the modern like the movie version of the Avengers is kind of based on the Ultimates.
Yeah,
which was a fucking awesome fucking comic.
Yep.
Coincidentally enough, this dude's in Kick-Ass.
No shit.
Yeah.
I think Mark Millar also wrote oh boy. Bright oh, what the fuck?
Brightest Day, Blackest Night?
No, it's like a superhero kind of standalone thing. Yeah, he also wrote Nemesis, which is fucking great.
All right.
Was it Starlight maybe? No, I don't remember. It's about a retired superhero guy who comes back into action and is really fucking good.
All right. He was in an episode of Doctor Who in 2005. He is also in Constantine the video game. Never mind. He's in Hellboy. That's why I saved him. He's Agent Clay.
Was
Hellboy.
Clay the one that had the hair plugs? I think he was.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I don't remember. He's also in Reign of Fire.
Wow.
The video game. Shit. So he's doing a lot of video game voice work for movies that we've done on this show.
Oh, wow. No, okay. So he did the voice for the McConaughey character in the video game.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was a video game.
Neither did I. He was in the movie Black Hawk Down with Tom Sizemore, which is a movie I could have asked him about if he didn't go to the bathroom for 20 minutes.
Yeah, he went to the bathroom and had to go home.
Yeah.
So weird.
Strange how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom smelled like burnt plastic afterwards. I don't know why that would be. Jupiter Legacy. He was in an episode of Nash Bridges. He's in the Shadow Man video game.
I didn't love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess right at the time it came out, it's cool. But a few years later, if you go back to it, It's not that good.
Not great. He's in Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Oh, pardon me. And that's really it as far as the known stuff.
Yeah.
Moving on. We still have a bunch of people. Jesus Christ.
God, there were so many people in this fucking movie.
Yeah, we have Tuck Watkins up next, who is the third of the Americans. He's the one who gets his eyes ripped out and tongue ripped out.
Oh, yeah.
And then the mummy comes back for his fluids later, apparently. I never caught that before. That was really gross.
Yeah, sure was.
This mummy's just walking around full of these dudes' jizz. Gross.
Is it mummy or
The cummy.
cummy?
Yeah.
Like, like that we went for the same fucking punchline.
It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, it's
Come on.
really fucking low hanging.
Yeah. He's in that show Black Monday on Showtime, which is really fucking funny, with Don Cheadle and Paul Scheer and Regina King.
I don't get Showtime.
Yeah, I had gotten like a free trial and started watching it and like kept it
Yeah,
so I could finish watching that show.
I know there are a couple of good shows on it, but just, I don't
Yeah.
care enough.
He was in an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in 2016. He was in an episode of Castle also in 2016.
Love Castle. But
Tim
I love most of Castle. The last couple of seasons just did not need to be a thing.
He's in 3 episodes of Parks and Recreation, an episode of Bob's Burgers. He's in Anger Management, the TV show. He did an episode of Marin. That show was on. Yeah, that's been that long since that was on. That was 2013.
Oh, they only did one season, huh?
That was more than one season. Marin, that was like
It's
2 or
only got
3.
1 year.
That's the year he was in it. He was only in 1 episode.
Mm,
I'm going to say there were 3 seasons. Yeah, 2013 to 2016.
Okay.
That was a decent show.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've never really gotten that big into Mark Maron.
Lately, I've been getting into him more. He was just on Howard Stern. Like he did a really good interview there.
Yeah.
And
I know his podcast has been hugely successful forever.
Yeah, I listened to it for a while, and I haven't listened to it in a long time.
Yeah.
I just watched his new special on HBO. It was really good.
I almost clicked on that the other night.
I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
It's like dark. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is the title of it?
It's like From Bleak to Dark, I think
Yeah,
is the name.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. He was in an episode of Franklin and Bash on
Oh, great.
TNT. He's in 42 episodes of Desperate Housewives.
God damn.
Let's see. What else? All My Children, CSI, 6 Feet Under, NYPD Blue. This dude's all over the place. Melrose Place. Silk Stockings.
Hey, do you know what that show is?
Steamy. The steamy USA drama. Silk Stockings.
Shit.
He was in Baywatch in 1992. So that's like original flavor Baywatch on NBC.
Yeah, it is.
He's in Harry and the Hendersons,
It's a great
the
movie.
TV series.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, he was in an episode of Growing Pains. His first role, 1963, in General Hospital. Dude, he must have been like a baby.
It delivered him.
Yeah, he was the hospital emergency that
Yeah.
day. Omid Jalali, he's the that guy. Yeah, we did that for years, I tell you. Like,
Oh God.
his biggest role aside from this is probably in Gladiator. I think he's like one of the dude that Russell Crowe gets like traded to or whatever.
It
like,
said slave
slave
owner.
trader, yeah,
slave
yeah.
trader or something.
He's in his Dark Materials show on HBO. I
Mhm.
watched the first episode and was bored as fuck with it. So
I mean, you got to just like wait until you get to armored polar bears.
yeah,
Or-
I guess so. Apparently. Let's see. What is this dude? been in?
Thunderbirds are go.
The 2017 revival of that.
Oof.
We
We did not need that.
Big fat G word gangster.
Hard G.
He has a voice in Grand Theft Auto 4, the Ballad of Gay Tony expansion.
I like Grand Theft Auto 4.
That was a good game.
Like I like it better than 5. 5 is just fucking weird because, like, with the character flip flopping.
5 is
back
the one
and
with
forth.
Nico, or no, 5's the one with the 3 different guys,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
3 different guys. I don't need that kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that was a little jarring. I didn't like what's his name either. The crazy dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but yeah, like I don't want to switch back and forth between 3 different characters on the same fucking mission. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
I did like the size and feel of that like map though. That felt distinctly California. Like, yeah, I did like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're moving on. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. He did a voice on that.
That's a great fucking show.
Yeah, that's been on forever too.
Is it still on? That can't be still on.
Let's see. No, it was only on until 2007.
Yeah.
I thought that was still going.
That's a long fucking time for a show like that, though.
Yeah, I think they might be doing a revival of it soon or something like that. Did I save? He's in Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Great,
2004.
great movie. And if you
Spy
disagree,
Game.
you're wrong.
He was in Spy Game in 2001. Gladiator, of course, with 2000. 2000. That's it. There is no end, a number on the end of that.
Yeah.
He's in the James Bond movie The World Is Not Enough in 1999. I dig that movie, but it is, of course, not one of the greater James Bond movies.
Yeah. I don't like that latter day James Bond just doesn't really.
The dude who played the villain was fucking awesome. The dude from Trainspotting.
There were a lot of people in Trainspotting.
The crazy dude.
Oh, the
Begbie.
one. Yeah.
The one who's like the villain, basically, in the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
we had to allow Scott's swearing in our Twitch stream.
Yeah, such language.
Ugh.
He's in the movie Notting Hill with Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant.
Yeah. Unless that's Sean. I assume that's Scott, though. Those Raimundos, they're all the same.
Moving on to this guy, who we'll call...
Yep. Pronounce that for me.
Aharon Apale.
Yeah, that's close enough.
He played the Pharaoh in this movie. He also shows up on shows here and there. Ray Donovan in 2015. I know Alias. He was on 4 episodes of Alias, 2001 and 2002. He is in both Mummy movies as the Pharaoh. He, in 1990 and in 1995, was on Murder, She Wrote. 2 different roles, 2 different characters. And let's see, was there anything else really noting before that?
American Ninja 5.
American Ninja 5, yeah, 1993. Yeah. Got any of them American Ninja movies?
Black tank top action movies.
He is in Father Dowling Mysteries for an episode as well, so he's doubling up on the old people solving murders.
Hell yeah.
He's in the HBO football comedy First and 10.
Miami Vice. I love Miami Vice.
Yeah, Miami Vice, 1988. He's in an episode of that. He is in Original Flavor MacGyver in 1987. He's in the movie Ishtar, also in 1987. The Equalizer, Knight Rider, both 1986. The Fall Guy, 1985. Dynasty, 84. This dude's all over 80s fucking TV.
Yeah. The new Mike Hammer.
New Mike Hammer. He's in the movie Xanadu.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He is in The Happy Hooker Goes to Hollywood.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, I think that's definitely come up on our credits before. That was 1980. He is on The Fuck Boat. This man is fucking, and he is fucking on the high seas. Let's see. He is in Taxi. He was in an episode of Taxi. Original Flavor Hawaii 5-0. 70s Wonder Woman. Kojak. This dude's all over fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the 70s and 80s TV. Charlie's Angels. That might be it as far as notable stuff. He's in the
Fiddler on the Roof.
1971 version of Fiddler on the Roof. First role 1951.
Jesus
Search
Christ.
for Tomorrow. Bernard Fox, who played the old broken down pilot.
Yes.
He was in. Aside from this, he's in Titanic. He does voices in both of the Rescuers movies as well.
Are You With Me saw The Rescuers Down Under like 10 times more than you would have ever seen The Rescuers?
I never saw either of them. I did, however, I don't think this is a thing they make anymore. Remember, like, when you were a kid, you can get, like some adult would order you, like, I don't even think Disney does this anymore. They would make, like, storybook versions of their movies.
Yeah.
And I had, like, somebody bought that for me at once. So I had, like, The Rescuers was one of them that I had. I never saw the movie, but I had that book. So I know, like, the story. I've had that book read to me, like,
Yeah.
a bunch of times when I was a kid. I say I had, like, The Fox and the Hound, The Rescuers, Robin Hood. I forget what other books were in that set, but it was all, like, those Disney movies in that time.
Yeah. Yeah, they would make those. But they would also make ones where I think it would be like more generic version of the story, and then you could change the character to be like your kid's name.
Oh yeah. And like golden books too. You can buy like sets of golden book. For Christmas, when I was visiting my family at Christmas, I bought my youngest nephew a golden book version of Jaws.
No shit.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, I am buying this immediately. My sister was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!"
I just saw at Target they have a golden book version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. That was one.
It's like the old cartoon version.
Yeah, I would have gotten that, but they didn't have it at the.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I saw the Jaws one. I'm like, I'm definitely getting him this.
Oh fuck yeah!
But I gave it to him. He's like, I don't like books. He's like, he just turned 4.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, you're gonna like this book. Trust me.
Yeah. Do you like sharks?
Yeah, I was like, it's got a shark in it, dude. Like, you're gonna like it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Let that garlicky wind out.
Oof.
He did a voice on Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. Pee-wee's Playhouse he shows up for an episode on. This dude's also killing 80s TV. Punky Brewster. He's in the 18 Again movie with George Burns and Charlie Schlatter. He is on Murder, She Wrote in 1986.
Got a goddamn hat trick here.
Yeah. This dude is on Riptide, The Fall Guy, Simon and Simon, Hotel, Knight Rider, The Jeffersons, Scooby and Scrappy Doo. The Fuck Boat. This man is also fucking on the high seas.
I never had a problem with Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
Never did.
They were always
and I liked him on 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo.
When that motherfucker showed up, it was always going to be a B-level Scooby Doo. You knew it. Like 80s Scooby Doo is not nearly as good as 70s Scooby Doo.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And Scrappy Doo is the sure sign of low quality Scooby Doo incoming. He's also on
People just overthought it too much.
Heart to Heart. I love that he's the villain of the movie, the live action.
Oh
movie.
yeah,
that is perfect.
That was
yeah. And again, it's because everybody fucking hated him.
Yeah.
Let's see more shows this guy was on. Lou Grant, Dukes of Hazzard, Fantasy Island, MASH. He's on.
Sick.
He was on an episode of Soap.
I love MASH. I love MASH so much.
Let's see.
Oh, Emergency.
Yeah, 2 episodes of Emergency. Pardon me. He's on Barnaby Jones, Columbo. He's on for 2 episodes.
Yeah, if you guys have never seen the show Emergency, it was like, well, this is also a show that you've probably never seen. Then, if you remember, not Rescue 911.
Yes,
it's like that,
but like dramatized.
Yeah, and like real bad.
Yeah, Rescue 911 was just a show where they just did live reenacted of 911 phone calls. So it'd be like, it'd be like you have the moron who like hurt himself, like, he'd be like narrating it. He'd be like, I was out mowing my lawn after I'd been drinking all day and not having water, and then I passed out. And
ran over my foot.
Yeah, the lawnmower chopped up my foot, and I called 911, and like that would be the show. Like they would have like people play the paramedics and people play the moron who chopped off his foot.
Wasn't Shatner the host of that?
He was the host. Yeah. Yeah, and then Emergency was just like, imagine that, but if it was like a TV show, like a drama show.
Yeah, like without any of the narration or the real 911
and like 2 dudes
call.
just riding around in a fucking ambulance in the 70s, like, hey, we gotta go like pick up a drunk and drop him off at the hospital, and like that's the episode. Like,
yep, that's it. You can see that on MeTV if you really want to. But you got to find an old person to sit around the house with and watch
Yeah.
MeTV because they're the only ones who can get it.
I have seen, I'm going to say it probably almost every episode of Emergency.
Holy balls.
Yeah. I grew up, my friends growing up were, their dad was a battalion chief in the fire department. So they
Yeah.
were like hardcore into anything with like fire trucks and like emergency services. And like,
Holy shit.
yeah, we watched every episode of Emergency.
Goddamn.
They would videotape every like episode,
Oh,
like and watch.
God.
Yeah. Oh man, you wonder why I got the fuck out of the suburbs, only to come right back.
Right back.
Anyway,
Living in the big city for about a hot minute.
that's our king level Patreon. You got to pay $20 a month to hear that podcast.
The emergency podcast.
The Chris whines about his childhood in the suburbs. He's also in Munster Go Home in 1966. I have no idea who we're even talking about anymore. Oh, the pilot dude. I think.
The pilot.
He's in I Spy, I Dream of Jeannie, F Troop, The Andy Griffith Show.
F Troop is awesome.
Did a voice in The Flintstones. Perry Mason shows up again. Dick Van Dyke Show. The proper McHale's Navy shows up, 1964. You know what? We're wrapping this one up. Moving on.
The dude was in a lot of old TV.
Yeah. Patricia Velasquez, who played Anoxuna Moon. I love that there's the difference. In, like the original one, it's Onksunamun.
Yeah.
And this one, it's Oxuna Moon. Onksunamun. The way the fucking, what's his name says it.
Who? There you go. Come on.
You know his name, that guy.
Yeah.
The mummy guy.
Karloff.
Karloff does not deserve to smell my shit. Anyway, she is probably most well known, aside from this movie, for being on Arrested Development. I am currently stifling a sneeze, and it hurts.
Do it. Light it up.
Ooh, I see stars right now.
Anytime I hear somebody say the word stifle, all I can think of is Archie Bunker telling
right.
Edith to stifle.
Stifle it. She's in a movie called Satanic Hispanics, which I now need to see.
Whoa!
It was 2022. I forgot
Oh,
she's
she was
in
in
fucking
Malignant.
Malignant. That was a movie I completely forgot existed until I did the
Oh, really?
research for this. That
I
movie-
liked it.
It is
I
so
didn't-
batshit crazy that it. Yeah,
I didn't love it.
I
but
can't wait
like
for the
it.
sequel. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. Aside from
Is that like La Llorona like proper? Is that like the one that all these other La Llorona movies are copying?
I think
it
this.
is.
Yeah, it is. This is the one from the people who made The Conjuring.
Okay, so I have wanted to see that, but I can never remember which one is.
There's
the
so many
one.
similarly titled La Llorona movies.
Yeah, it's like when The Nun came out. Like, there's like 1,000 nun-based ghost movies. Like,
yeah. This is the one with Linda Cardellini, who I love.
Oh,
Linda
she's
Cardellini.
great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah,
She was Velma in the Scooby Doo movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
That did things to me.
This better not awaken anything in me, and it did. Anyway, she was also in Grandma's Boy too,
Yes,
which I love that movie.
the Gray Bush. Sorry, I came on your mom.
Sorry, I came on your mom. She was in 2 episodes of Rescue Me. I loved that show too. That was a really good show.
That got long in the tooth. You know.
Yeah, it did run a little too long. They probably should have wrapped it up like a season or 2 earlier.
Yeah.
But the
Fucking
first couple of
FX
seasons
classic.
are perfect, man. So hilarious. She was in the CGI Beowulf movie in 1999. And she's in the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ugh, oh my God. Red Hot Chili Peppers Breaking the Girl video in 1992.
Go back up a little bit. I thought I saw something I
It
recognized.
was a B-level Chili Peppers song,
Oh.
in my opinion, anyway.
Oh, that's not the Mindhunter I thought it was.
Oh,
okay.
oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have Carl Chase, who was the guy with the hook.
He was in it for like a minute.
Yeah, I saved him because he's been in like some notable shit. He was in the Lara Croft Tomb Raider movie in 2001. He is in, of course, this movie. He is in Highlander,
The
the TV
show.
series. Yeah, for
I
2
liked it.
episodes. I watched the shit out of
That's one thing that I'm like, I'm not mad that they made a show out
it.
of
Connor
that.
McLeod.
Fuck yeah.
He's in an episode of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. He is
That
in
was not good.
Alien 3, 1992.
Second best Alien movie.
If you don't,
No, don't.
count-
No,
yeah,
you
if
should shut up.
Discount. I mean, I don't know why you would not count Alien in that sequence, but whatever. I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
Anyway, he is also in Batman '89. He's a goon in that movie. That really might be it as far as. Oh, he's in The Bride also. That's his first role, 1980.
Oh, is that the one you were telling me about? Is
Yes.
like it's
Sting and Jennifer Beals plays the bride, and fucking Clancy Brown plays fucking the monster.
Sick.
Yeah.
I have to see that.
We really should do an episode of it for this show.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be as good as I have hyped it up to be.
Oh, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fucking Clancy Brown.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That'll do it for the Better Known As segment of the show.
All
Let
right.
us move on to. Anyway. Yeah. There was something we said we were going to. Oh, yeah.
Joe Bob.
The Joe Bob, the Valentine's Day special. The Joe Bob. Ooh, boy, that was a watch.
Necromantic, huh?
Yeah, that was that's a thing that's now in my eye holes and brain forever.
So I started watching that, and then I fell asleep before the first movie started,
I didn't watch the first movie. I just watched Necromantic.
and I woke up during Necromantic
Ooh,
when
Jesus.
it was 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
I woke up and I saw a dude in a bathtub rubbing cat guts all over himself.
Yeah.
I was
just
awake from there to the end.
dong out. Just yeah. And that's a
Woo!
that one that was
I don't know what I missed in the beginning of that movie.
You missed the girl fucking the corpse by jamming a lead pipe into it and then fucking the pipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That was,
about on par with the rest of the movie then.
Yeah. The girl also bathes in cat guts. Yeah, that was a hard fucking watch, man.
Yeah.
That was a hard watch.
That's fucking grim.
Yeah. It took me maybe like 3 or 4 sittings to get through it
Oh, really?
because I would like watch a little bit and like, all right, I need to fucking step away. Like,
Yeah, no, I was watching it. And,
Yeah.
And Shelly woke up at one point and goes, "What the fuck are you watching?" To which I said, "I have no idea."
I can't defend this. Yeah.
It's just a movie.
Yeah.
Just a movie.
It's a fucked up movie.
The ending scene? Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Where he's stabbing himself in the guts with
With
a
a
full-on hard
full-on boner, just blowing a load, which then turns to a bloody load.
Yeah. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that is not how
I don't
it
think
works.
if you get
but,
stabbed in the belly, you come blood.
with just a giant hard on.
Massive. It was like the size of this fucking beer can.
God, and there's a sequel to that movie, which is apparently even worse somehow. Like, oh, that was a rough. I could not watch the rabbit scene. You fell asleep for that. They did show it at the end in
They showed it
reverse.
at the end in reverse.
Yeah, I literally had to like look down.
No, they
Yeah.
literally skinned a rabbit.
Like took the shit out of its guts when they after like I mean
Yeah.
you see this rabbit being from like alive and hopping around being a cute rabbit,
I can
To
watch
being-
that kind of stuff if I know, like, oh, they're gonna eat that rabbit.
which they did apparently. Like
They
Joe
did.
Bob did
It
explain
was the
that.
same as
Yeah.
it was the same as with Cannibal Holocaust. They killed the turtle, but then they ate the turtle.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't need that in my brain. I don't need that in my eye holes. Like,
No, I could have done without
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
But my God, were you with me? Where just like super annoyed at that woman's vows? Like
She was, going on.
that was
and on and on.
really verbose.
Yeah.
He was like, couple of sentences, get his point
short,
across.
sweet. Get right to it.
Yeah. Whoo. I don't need your therapy session.
Yeah,
here.
let's reel it in a little bit. Like, let's
Come on.
maybe run that vow like through some edits. You know.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah.
Maybe have somebody else look at it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but Necromantic was not an easy watch.
Yeah. I like I said, I started watching it because it was like 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that. And I started it. It was like, I'm gonna watch this because
Yeah.
I love Joe Bob. And then I fell right the fuck to sleep. And then I woke up during that cat gut scene.
Yeah, in a surreal nightmare.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was like 2 o'clock when I woke up and saw that shit, and then I was just awake till the end.
Oh.
I was fascinated.
Yeah.
Like, it's horrifying, but I couldn't turn away.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not something I'm gonna watch again. You didn't see the first part.
I kind of
yeah.
want to watch it again to see what I missed. So I guess not watch it again, but like see up to where I fucking.
Yeah.
Because I love those Joe Bob interludes too.
I'm trying to think of other stuff I've watched this week.
I really didn't watch shit.
Yeah, I've been watching Discovery. Like I'm almost done with Discovery, and I do love that show.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I've been just chilling out at home watching YouTube until it's bedtime and then going to bed.
I know I've watched some movies. Have I though? This week has been kind of a blur.
Yeah, it's true. No, I really haven't watched anything of note.
Yeah, I mean I saw Ant-Man. I mean, not really much to talk about there.
My kids went and saw that today. They're actually probably just about getting out of the movie. They're spending the night with Grandpa.
Oh, nice.
Grandpa was like, "We're gonna go to the movies."
Nice.
So I think, the movie started at like fucking 8 o'clock. So yeah, they're probably just about getting out of it now.
Yeah, it is about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Have I watched anything horror-wise? Like, there hasn't really been much to watch.
I've been scraping the bottom of the barrel with some shit.
There we go. Much better.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything out, really. Like, I'm just playing catch-up at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to talk about, man.
I haven't started any new shows. I haven't even watched any of the shows I've started already.
Yeah, the Wu-Tang show came out for its final season this week. I haven't started it yet, though.
Yeah, I watched the first season, and I thought it was good, and I just didn't care to watch the rest of it.
See, I thought the second season was better because that's when they blow up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, I don't think they're a fully formed group at the end of season 1.
They definitely are in the second because they're like touring and shit. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang is for the children. You know what's great? Liquid Swords? Liquid Weapons.
Oh, is it the Jizza?
That's right. Is it Raekwon?
I don't remember.
I think it's Raekwon.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know it's the most Wu-Tang album that is not Wu-Tang. Hold on. Let me do this. Get the fuck out of my way, Twitter notification. I don't need you. Oh, that is the Jizza.
All right.
I think it was Raekwon.
I don't know, man. Fucking street cred over here.
Yeah, it's fine. The Jizza, the genius.
The RZA, the Jizza. Inspector Deck.
Introducing the Ghost Face Killer!
Fuck. We're playing some Wu-Tang.
Thriller in Manila. Wu-Tang's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't deny Wu-Tang. It's just, it's eternal.
Wu-Tang is forever.
That's right.
That might be a good place to wrap it up then.
I think so. I think
we're really forcing it now. Yeah.
Every podcast should end with Wu-Tang is forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I really got nothing else to say.
That's it. Like, it's been a light week. I haven't really done anything fucking crazy. Work's been infuriating. But that's kind of it. Yeah. How's your work life going?
Stressfully.
Yeah.
Very stressfully.
Nice.
Half the reason why I really haven't watched anything because
Yeah.
when I come home I'm just like I'm spent.
Yeah. I'm
nothing.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that feeling. Like the other night, I came home and drank a bottle of wine, and that's it.
Yeah. I was this close to going to the Heritage at about 12:30 on Thursday night. I had to work Friday morning.
Woof.
Yeah. I was coming home from Ant-Man,
Yeah.
and it was like 12:30, and I'm like,
It's right there.
I probably would have gone if not for the fact that it was packed. Like literally,
Of course it was.
not a single parking space open in the parking lot. Packed.
It should never be.
Especially on a Thursday night at 12:30. What the fuck?
Oh, shout out to the Heritage for always being just despicable.
And awesome. Awesomely despicable. We love you so much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So we're going to leave you with our socials. And we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we are.
Our website is www.bigdumbmonsters.podcast.com. Or if you're feeling slightly lazier than that, www.bigdumbmonsters.com. If you feel like you have something that will improve our show, a criticism for our show, something we can drink, something we should watch, whatever,
Yeah.
shoot us an email, bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. If you want to hit us up on Facebook, that is a place that we are, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. If you are on Slasher, the all horror social network, we are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast. That's a great place to be. A lot of really good people there. What else do we got? We've got our Steam account, Big Dumb Monsters. Hit us up on there. Maybe we'll play some games.
There is this game coming out on Steam in a couple weeks that I'm definitely going to buy.
What's that?
It's called Dredge. And like it starts out like a fishing simulator basically.
Okay.
But like you end up like catching these like horrific like fucking Lovecraft monsters every now and again, and like
That sounds amazing.
yeah, like you start like taking your boat out at night, and like you start like seeing like these tentacle fucking like creatures and shit, and like
Yeah?
so I'm definitely checking this out. Like yeah,
That sounds badass.
yeah.
Yeah. So we are Big Dumb Monsters on Steam. And I think that's it for the things that I talk about.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take over from here.
Yeah.
You can catch us on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. We also have a YouTube channel where you can watch the VODs of these streams.
Yep.
You can also catch the slideshow version of the podcast.
Yeah, the fully edited version with all the fat cut.
You don't have to stare at our ugly mugs. The slideshow version of the show. So yeah, head over there, like, subscribe, watch some stuff. Enjoy yourself there.
Yeah.
We are also on Twitch. Hey, you're probably watching us on Twitch if you're watching us right now. But if you're listening to the podcast, we're on Twitch at Big Dumb Monsters on Twitch. We're also at Big Dumb Monsters on YouTube. We really need to update our socials because I am forgetting some of the stuff I know. We also have a merch shop at TeePublic. You can come check us out there.
Yep.
Look for the Big Dumb Monsters. Is that it?
I think that's it. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So, as we normally do, unless we forget, we're going to leave you with our weekly words of wisdom. Those are, don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
All right. Bye-bye.
Let us do that. We will do this.